I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
This trooper stopped a man on his way back from Colorado, allegedly stopped the man for speeding, ended up searching his car, took some vape pens from him.
No vape pen cartridges with THC? No?
Yeah.
I do, man.
And within 5 minutes of releasing him, the trooper reached over and got that vape pen out of his seat and was nibbling on it to see what it tasted like. Went another 25 minutes down the road, pulled over on the shoulder of the road, and started hitting on it. The DA's office didn't tell us that.
I accidentally inhaled THC. And I felt it fill hands. I pushed it out as fast as I could, and there was smoke everywhere. I'd never seen anything smoke so much. I did not mean to inhale it. I mean, I smoked weed before Highway Patrol. I told them whenever I came in, I told them all about that. That's embarrassing. I was wigged out.
Basically got caught in his own trap. He videotaped on his own camera, tampering with evidence, as they called it. But what disturbs me is the Texas Rangers found 20 other cases where this trooper stopped somebody, took their contraband, their THC or their marijuana, and it never made it to the evidence box. You know, he just said, I'm going to send this into the state lab for destruction, and it never made it. And what troubles me is the district attorney's office knows about those 20 other cases. And it's on video, the trooper taking the contraband, and it never making it to the evidence box. That, and along with the video of what he's actually doing with this stuff, I don't understand why the trooper was charged with just one count of tampering with evidence and just one count of possession of a controlled substance. I could understand maybe not charging him with multiple counts of possession since they don't actually have the substance there to test, but it's certainly got 20 counts of tampering, and that's a third-degree felony. Tampering with evidence is something the police often will charge somebody with here in Texas. Is they pull them over and they're like, oh, the cops are pulling me over, and they throw something out the window. And the police go back and get it and find that it's marijuana or whatever. Frequently, they'll charge the driver with tampering with evidence. But typically, the punishment for that is, usually about 4 years probation. With Trooper Harden, when he finally went to court, they dismissed the possession of a controlled substance outright. And they took a guilty plea for the evidence tampering, and they deferred any kind of adjudication on him. And the deferred adjudication probation period was for only 2 years. 2 years is, in a lot of counties, what a first offender, 2 years probation, is what in a lot of counties a first offender gets for simple possession of marijuana without this breach of public trust. At least my clients went out and bought it with their own hard-earned money. They didn't use a badge to take it away from somebody else. Basically, when you do a deferred adjudication, the judge says, okay, I've got enough evidence here to find you guilty, but I'm going to withhold that finding. And if you go on community supervision and you do everything you're supposed to do and don't do what you're not supposed to do, at the end of that term, I'll dismiss these charges against you. And at that time, the person who was on community supervision can have the record sealed from public view. So in this case, I was very concerned that this trooper would be back out on the road wearing a badge again. Certainly never with the Texas Department of Public Safety again, but there are some agencies that'll hire people they shouldn't. But part of the plea negotiations with this trooper was that he had to surrender his Texas Commission on Law Enforcement licensing, and he signed a permanent surrender. So I think he's pretty much done, at least here in Texas. He was their poster boy. He was their golden boy. He was their golden boy over the years. He was their poster boy. He was their golden boy. And